Welcome back. I'm your host, STACY Atieno. This is on FLEEK. Make sure to keep the conversation going on our social media pages. That is Facebook at KUTV Kenya, Instagram at KUTV Kenya. We are also live on our YouTube page. That is on FLEEK TV show. You can also WhatsApp us on our number. That is 0739-110-544. With me here, I have a skincare trainer. And we are going to be talking more in depth about skincare. And as you all know, we are partnering up with LINTON'S Academy. So yes, she is from LINTON'S Academy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Stacy.
Yeah. Would you kindly introduce yourself and just tell us your name?
My name is Alice Wangari. I'm a skincare trainer at LINTON'S Academy.
Okay. So why skincare? Why did you learn skincare at LINTON'S Academy?
I learned, yes, I'm an alumni of LINTON'S Academy personally, but I also loved skincare since I was a little girl. Let's say from 12 years, I loved everything to do with skincare. So I do it out of passion so much.
So it's out of passion?
Yes.
Can you kindly tell us your normal skincare routine when you are a girl?
No, so many cleansers, there were soaps, but there's one thing I always used to do, because we used to rear chicken, so I would always take that white in the egg and put it as a mask. So I learned some of the things from there. We didn't have internet then, nor we didn't have even a TV.
Who told you about skincare first? Because it had to come from somewhere, or you just found yourself?
I just found it. I'm those people who love hair and skin. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So what's your skincare routine now, now when you're older?
I must cleanse, tone, moisturize, use a sunscreen, and do a few other things. Yes, that we will divulge into as we go on.
On a daily basis?
Yes, morning and evening.
Okay, let's talk skin. How many types of skin do we have?
I would start by saying, what is skin? I think I would start there. And being a trainer, I think you become a teacher every time.
I am ready for the lesson.
So generally we say that skin is the biggest organ that we have. So if you can remember a little of your biology, everything comes from a cell. So all life derives from a cell. So a cell makes a tissue. Tissues make organs. So skin largely is the largest organ in the body. In an average person, it would weigh 4 kg if we were to remove it, like skin ourselves like goats or cows. So that is skin. And those people who love how a person looks without makeup. One thing that makes a woman or a girl have a very high self-esteem is how they look.
That's right.
So sometimes you'll meet with people who have a very low self-esteem, but when you find this person with a good skin, their self-esteem is very high. So I'm a mother of girls, so I think, and I have sisters. So I think I feel passionate to help my sisters, my children, my friends who are girls, to make their skins better. Yes.
That's nice. Okay, so we have different types of skins, like you said. And the last time we were here, we had Vera, who told us about, we have environmental, we have problematic, like there are different types of skins. So my question to you was, what are those different types of skins, and what would you advise people to
I think being a trainer, I'll go to the normal way of classifying skin. So it's okay to go to the pigmented, interactive kind of, but I would say that there's a reason why we classify skin. One, so that you be able to know which products to use, how to take care of your skin, and every skin classification has its own characteristics. So for one, I'll say that we have a normal skin. We also have an oily skin, we have a combination, we have dry, and we have a sensitive skin. So I'll go that way, other than, that time she was doing with a certain product, that every brand has a way of classifying skin. So I want to go to the old school for today, and we talk about the 5 different skins, because I think that way I'll be able to talk to that young girl, that young student who is here and out there. So I said we have normal, dry, we have combination, we have oily and sensitive.
Sensitive,
yes.
Okay, so how often should I do my skincare routine? Like now, it depends with your skin, right? So let's start with the normal skin. How often should I do my skincare?
Every type of skin, regardless of the type, whether it is oily, normal, it should be at least 2 times a day, morning and evening.
And it should include cleansing, toning, moisturizing.
And then sunscreen during the day. The other things that you can do, depending if you have like pigmentation, if you have acne, like which is an oily skin, then you can include something we call exfoliation. In Kenyan language, we'll call it scrubbing. But where I train and what I've learned up to this place, I wouldn't encourage people to scrub. I would say exfoliation is the way to go. Yes.
Why exfoliating?
Because in scrubbing, we use things that have granules. And you see, we are not all of us trained how to use these granular scrubs. So one time it would be like, if I have acne, let's assume I have like even combination skin or an oily skin, then I have acne over on the face, maybe on the T-zone. So the normal thing to do is to scrub that place more than the other places. So I would go back and say that the reason we take care of skin is because we need to protect something that is called the hydrolipid barrier. Like the skin is divided into 3, but then on the epidermis there's a thin film. Like when you wake up, you look like you're a bit oily, that film. So everything we do in skincare is to protect that barrier so that it is not damaged. So the reason we will use several products and good products that are very close to the pH of the skin is to maintain that. So the moment you're scrubbing using the granular, you're tampering with that film. And that mostly helps us with immunity.
Yes. So it makes your skin more prone to damage.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how often should I update my regimen? Because like you told us, you were 12 and then you grew up and now you changed your regimen. So how often should I?
You see, when I was growing up, as I said, Stacey, there were no many skincare products. The things that were there were whiteners. Like Ambi, Clear Tone, that are whiteners, and people used to look good. But those people, I'm not very keen on changing my regimen. So I used to use Vaseline as I grew up. There was also a baby oil that I can't remember that I used to eat. Then
you eat baby oil?
It had a very nice, tasty thing, But sometimes you're tempted to taste something. So even today, I don't change my regimen as often as maybe some people would. Having trained and learned about skin, it takes like for the skin to shed 28 to 30 days. So we don't have a thermometer, Stacey, to know was it day one when you're trained, when you're starting a new product. So what you do is at least stay with that product, be patient enough, like 3 months. Then you'll be able to know is it working or not. But most of us young girls, personally included, we like something that happens. So in skincare, they have this adage that says there's no miracle. There's no magic in skincare. So you don't use a product today and tomorrow it's working. It takes time and patience.
Okay, so what excites you most about skincare? Because I know there's this one thing I really have to do for myself. I can't lack doing.
I wouldn't say where I've reached is not so much what I do, because I don't have blemishes. I have like what we call a normal skin.
Yes, you
in
do.
the normal language. But what I love is when I meet a student or a client out there and I see their skin becoming better. That is the most exciting time. I love also doing facials a lot. And what changes me and makes me a better person is when I work on your skin today, and in 3 weeks or even after a week, I see that difference. That makes me going, and it makes me feel very elated.
Okay, so the most common skin type problems that we have is acne.
Yes.
Right. How would you advise one to take care of their acne?
I would say that right now where we are, even at LINTON'S, because I'll have to talk about where I come from, that we have products that work, whether we are teenagers, whether we are older people, under 30. Most of the acne that we have is for teenage. It's either genetic or hormonal. So what happens is that if you do the right regime from the word go, use those products that are right, you are able to do what? To become a better skinned person. You will not cease to be oily per se, but your skin will be a bit normal. So what is acne? Acne comes because you're producing a lot of oil from the sebaceous gland. So for an oily person, they have larger pores. So meaning the oil flows out regularly. So this person, if they don't take good care of their skin, it can become clogged, and that clogging causes the blocking and the acne comes in. So we have good products. They don't have to be very expensive. You can even use BioBalance, for example, and we have Acnivit.
And actually, I hear you can get the BioBalance from yogurt.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But I wouldn't say from yogurt. So I'm trying to not let you use natural products. Why? I remember Vera talked about it when you were here last time. We have something that is called buffing. So you're not able to sell, like if you need 2% of a certain acid, let's say salicylic, or you need niacinamide, how are you going to measure that 2%?
Oh yeah, from natural food.
You can't. Yeah. So that's where you go for products that have been buffed. So what is buffing? It's making that product ready to be used at the right percentage, at the right pH. Remember, the skin pH is between 4.5 to 5.5, which is not natural, or the normal, the neutral part of it. So you need a product that is as close in pH as your skin. Then you won't have any reactions. So when you get a product that is in the right pH, in the right percentage, it's going to work wonders. And I gave an example of Acnivit from BioBalance. BioBalance is a natural product, but it has products that work to the dermis. Because if you're going to work on your epidermis, then you have to work to get a product that is able to work into the dermis, remove whatever dirt is there or whatever is causing that, and then it becomes a better skin.
Yeah.
And it's affordable even for students. It doesn't have to do, BioBalance doesn't do a lot of toning. So they have a moisturizer, a cleanser, moisturizer, and sun protection. And it's affordable. Yeah.
Let's talk white face lightening. No, lighting. Oh my God, it's lightening. Why?
Yes,
Why would I say that?
okay.
But yeah, face lighting. Lightening.
Yes. It's okay.
And pigmentation. Would you advise someone to do that? And does it damage your skin really?
Well, it depends with what you're using. There are several things that you can use to whiten. But let me talk about hydroquinone, because it's one of the products that I used. But it has to be at 2%. That is what is recommended by the World Health Organization and the Societies for Dermatologists. If it is beyond that, it's going to damage your skin. And that's what you get, like we call mukorogo in our own language.
Exactly.
And it has so much which smells. If you get somebody who has used it, it smells, it has a full smell.
Actually, that person also has some type of smell.
And it also thins your skin. But what is recommended will work. And most of the times it's either on the forehead, on the cheeks, or on the nose.
I actually had someone who's, you see the knuckles, they were black. Like
so you can use
a pleasing sight to see.
So you can use it as a spot treatment. Exactly where do you need that pigmentation done? Exactly where, not on the whole face. So like if I want to lighten maybe my under eyes, my forehead, then you just do it there. Yes.
Let's talk aging. Do you really recommend a mama who's like 70 years to do skincare routines?
Yes, it is important.
Yeah, why?
It is important. Why? Because the environment where we are living in affects our skin. Especially we have what we call photoaging, which comes from the sun. Because of the radiation that comes from the ultraviolet rays, our skin change. Like even these lights affect you. So the first thing they need to do is to get something that is working for them, and also to have sun protection. That is very key.
So it doesn't really matter the age that you are in. No. You need to start skincare.
Yes, you can.
So earlier today, Pascal Tokodi posted a photo of the kid with some cucumber on the face. So, and he wrote like, ameanza mapema. So would you really advise a parent to do skincare on their child such a young age? I know she's like 2 months or so. Yeah, would you really advise?
I wouldn't say so, but there are sunscreens that can be used from a 6 months old baby onwards. So long as it doesn't have parabens. Paraben is a preservative that can have an adverse effect on our skin. You can do that, but purely when you're small, skin nutrition is very key. You take a lot of water, you eat well, which is very good for our skin. As you turn a teenager, that's why we start rioting. You don't want to eat the vegetables your mom cooks, you want fast food. So from teenage, you can use. Yes.
Okay, sure. That has been a short but informative session, and I wish we would have more because I have learned a lot of things. Like biobalance. Let's keep the conversation going on our social media platforms. That is at KUTV Kenya, Facebook, Instagram, KUTV Kenya. Also, we are live. Keep commenting, like, sharing. I'll be back with Matrix. Like I said, it's cool. It's awesome. Matrix.